So if you're watching this, I'm assuming you like to shoot and you shoot pretty often and you're interested in maybe a more efficient way to load up your mags, and that's what we're going to talk about here, the Maglula UpLULA. I don't know how to say the name. I think that's what they really should just call it the ultimate speed loader, because that's what it is. So let's talk about it. So here is the speed loader up close, and it's quite a simple device and kind of one of those things where I'm like, well, crap, why didn't I think of that? But again, the UpLULA, I think that's how you say it. So that is my first complaint is why did they make it such kind of a weird name? They should have just, like I said, called it the sweetest speed loader ever invented, because it really is awesome. And on that note, first time I've ever seen it, but if you look at the Amazon review, I will put up a screenshot right now. At the time of this video, over 11,000 reviews, and as you can see, 5-star ranking. I've never seen anything like that on Amazon in terms of other products. So I was a little skeptical, thinking this seems a little too good to be true. So I read a couple, and then I saw for the price, you know what? It's a good risk versus reward. Worst case, it's totally, all those reviews are a sham. But best case, it's actually as good as everybody says it is. And I'm here to report it is definitely as good as what everybody said it is. A great tool, very efficient. And there's lots of little nice attributes that go with it. So to go through some of the specs here, the big thing that I like is the flexibility. It works for 9mm, 10mm, 357, 40, and then 45 caliber mags, and it is universal. So it'll work on just any sort of Glock. I use it on SIG, use it on Smith & Wesson. So it fits anything. And whether it's single or double stack, it works with that too. I'm not going to go through every little characteristic. If you want to do that, you can just look at the bullet point list on Amazon, and you can check out all those details. But the main thing that I'm concerned with is, hey, I shoot a lot. I want to be able to just get my mags loaded and then head out to the range. And that's the key thing that I cared about. Sure, the flexibility is super nice. But I just did it actually work for the speed, because Glock, for example, they come with a little quote unquote speed loader, but this thing truly puts that to shame. And you'll see later on. So just to show kind of how it works, we'll use right here a Glock mag, and this is just 9mm. So all you're going to do is you place the device on top, and then you're going to squeeze, and then when you press down, that's going to create the room for the bullet, which you put in. You release, so unsqueeze, it pops up like that. And then all you do is repeat again, squeeze, press down, and it creates space for the next round. Now you'll see that multiple times in a little bit here, as we're going to have a little contest. But that would be the other thing to just be aware of. For someone such as myself who's not exactly mechanically inclined, it did take me a few minutes to kind of get the groove into how it's supposed to work and such. But the guy behind the camera and my brother-in-laws who have used it, they are mechanically inclined. They picked it up and just went with it right away. It took them, I don't know, maybe 10 seconds to kind of find their quote-unquote groove, and then they were good to go and working. So if you're mechanically inclined, like I said, such as myself, just be aware it may not be a total smooth transition, but after you do find that groove, it's really awesome and very efficient. So like I said, universal, fits on everything. So we just did a 9mm on a Glock. Here is a SIG Sauer, and this is a 40 Smith & Wesson. So same principle though. So we have a different brand mag. You just put it over top. We have a different caliber. So you're gonna, again, squeeze, press down, that creates room. Put in the bullet, let go, and it pops right up. Then you just squeeze again, press down, and it creates room for the next bullet. And then you can really get fast at that. And that's what we're going to do right now. So we're going to have a competition here. The guy behind the camera, Nate, as he goes by, is going to step out, and we're going to race. I'm going to give myself the advantage of the speed loader. He is going to just use his, the normal finger way of doing it. And we're going to see who can load 30 rounds fastest. So this is our very scientific experiment here. We are both going to load 30 rounds, like I said. The only difference here of everything is that Nate decided to stand his bullets upright like that, so I guess he thinks that may give him some sort of advantage, whereas mine are over here just in a mess. Other than that, everything is the same, other than, of course, I'm going to be using the speed loader. We are both using 17-round Glock 9mm magazines, so they're the same size lengthwise, so we're going to be, everything's the same. And we are going to do 3 or 10 in each one. So we're doing the same amount, so 30 rounds, but that'll be divided 10 per magazine. So he's going to put them wherever he thinks they're best access to. We got a timer right here, so we're actually going to time and see how fast this goes. And hopefully he doesn't beat me, because that's going to be a terrible endorsement for the speed loader. But let's give it a go. So I'll let him hit the timer, and then I won't start until he, picks up his first bullet. So go for it, Nate. Uh-oh, and I should note that I am by no means fast at this. You can get much faster than what I'm even displaying here. Uh-oh, is that it? 49 seconds? And are you still...
I got 20.
20. So 49 seconds, 30 rounds in there. And like I said, I am by no means fast. I've seen some people on YouTube that use this thing, and they are flying when they do it. So I'd say I'm probably average at best, maybe a little bit above average in speed. But even with that, and even with me kind of fumbling around with the bullets, it's just very flawless. And I promise none of that was staged, but like you saw with Nate, yeah, when you're doing it with your finger, you can kind of, struggle because something's not quite right. It doesn't maybe fit on your thumb the right way. And, that's going to cause a little bit of hassle. But with this, it's very, hopefully, as you saw, mechanical, just over and over again. So would I recommend this? Yeah, absolutely. If you like to shoot, and you shoot quite a bit, and you're all about, maxing out your time efficiency, then as you saw, literally 30 rounds loaded in 49 seconds by somebody that's average at best, with, using this as a device. So check it out. The link to it will be in the description box below, and you can go to Amazon and check that out. That's going to probably be the best pricing. Of course, maybe want to shop around, but pretty sure Amazon, like they usually are, is going to be your best pricing for it. So definitely check it out, and I'm very, very confident you'll be very, very pleased with the purchase.